Unveiling Strong Delusion, Video 7, Journey to Haran. Genesis 11:27-32 introduces Terah and his family, including Abram and Sarai, the future Abraham and Sarah. These 6 verses pack an enormous amount of information into them. We will look at some of it. Genesis 11:27, Children of Terah. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. This verse tells us Abram had 2 brothers, Nahor and Haran. Abram's brother Haran had a son named Lot. Genesis 11:28, the death of Haran. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees. Haran, the father of Lot, died before Terah, Abram, Sarai, and Lot made their journey to Haran. The Hebrew verse indicates Terah saw his son Haran die. Genesis 11:29, the wives of Abram and Nahor. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and the father of Iscah. Nahor married his niece Milcah, the daughter of Haran, his brother. Milcah the Queen. Milcah means queen in Hebrew. Strong's Hebrew Concordance 4435 and 4436. Nahor married a queen, making him the equivalent of a king, yet scholars have ignored Queen Milcah completely. Sarai the Princess. Sarai means princess in Hebrew. Strong's Hebrew Concordance 8207. Sar means chieftain, chief, ruler, official, captain, prince. Strong's Hebrew Concordance 8269. Nahor married a queen, and his brother Abram married a princess. Biblical scholars never discuss Queen Milcah or the princess. Sar means chieftain, chief, ruler, official, captain, prince. Strong's Hebrew Concordance 8269. Sar sounds exactly like Sar, the Russian word for chieftain, chief, ruler, official, captain, prince. Some scholars have discussed this linguistic match. And Terah took Abram, his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan, and they came unto Haran and dwelt there. Genesis 11:31. Queen Milcah and King Nahor stayed in their kingdom. Future videos will show Queen Milcah and her great kingdom. Haran, son of Terah, and Haran, a place. Terah and his family leave Ur for Canaan, but stop in Haran on the way. The land of Haran has the same name as Terah's son, who died before his eyes. Coincidence? No. Many place names in modern France got their names from Haran and Lot and Nahor. Haran, mountaineer or very high. In Hebrew, the word Haran means a mountaineer or very high. Strong's Hebrew Concordance 2039. Jones Dictionary of Old Testament Proper Names. Haran goes by the same name today. Today's Haran has many mountains. Haut-Garonne, France, means Haran. The name Haran in the department of Haut-Garonne in southwestern France has the same sound as Haran or Haran. Haran and Haran have the same consonants, the aspirated G or H, R, and N. Haut means high, as in Haran, meaning very high. Strong's Hebrew Concordance 2039. Haut-Garonne. This map shows the modern Haut-Garonne number 31 here at the bottom of the map in southern France, directly north of Spain. The Haran or Haran River. The Haran River flows from the Pyrenees Mountains through Toulouse and northwest to Bordeaux and the Atlantic Ocean. Gironde. Bordeaux is in the Gironde department up here where the Haran River flows through. And it has the number 33 because you'll notice the French departments all have numbers. We'll get back to that in a later video. Terah's move to France happened around the time of the reign of Eleanor of Aquitaine, the Queen of France, Queen of England, and mother of Richard I, the Lionheart, or Coeur de Lion, King John of England, and 6 other children. This series of videos will not go into any detail about Eleanor of Aquitaine or her family. Duchy of Aquitaine. Eleanor controlled the area where Terah, Abram, Sarai, and Lot landed. Terah's family became very important in the area, as place names show. The department of Haut-Garonne, or High Haran, got its name from Haran, the brothers of Abram. The Haran River, one of the major rivers of France, got its name from Haran, the brother of Abram. France has 2 departments and a major river named after Lot. House on the Lot River. Pont Valentre, Lot River, France. The course of the Lot River in southern France. You can see it goes towards, and it meets up eventually with the Haran River. The Lot and the Lot and Haran departments. The red line marks the Lot and Haran and the Lot department southeast of the bay that leads to Bordeaux. Lot and Haran named after son and father, Lot and Haran. The Château de Bonaguil, Lot de Haran. Abram and Sarai might have stopped here for tea. These people might be tea drinkers. Tarn et Garonne and Gironde departments, France. The Tarn et Garonne department carries Haran's name. The Gironde department has some of the sounds of Haran in it. Nahor and Narbonne. Narbonne in southeast France near Haut-Garonne and just north of Spain got its name from Nahor. Nahor and Narbonne. The bonne ending means good in French. The nar prefix has the consonantal sounds nr of Nahor. Narbonne had another name with the nar prefix before it became Narbonne. The prior name relates to ships in the Hebrew alphabet or alphabet. Pwyll the Wise and Narbonne. Once upon a time, Pwyll was at Narbeth, his chief palace, where a feast had been prepared for him, and with him was a great host of men. Pwyll, Prince of David, or David, from the Mabinogion, translated by Lady Charlotte Guest. The Mabinogion, Greek and Roman myths, Egyptian history, and the Bible all tell the same stories from different perspectives. Nahor, Narbonne, Narberth, Narberth. Divided into 2 syllables, Narberth, the chief palace of Pwyll the Wise, is a common English word, berth, or a home for a ship or a harbor. The harbor of Nahor, Narberth. Nahor and Narbonne. This map with Middle-Age political divisions shows Narbonne on the Gulf of Lion of the Mediterranean Sea. Narbonne on the sea and the Narberth. Although no longer a port today, in Roman times it served as a major port and prosperous city. Berth and the Hebrew bet or vet. Scholars tell us the second Hebrew letter vet or bet means a house or a dwelling. When one places a chip or a ship into vet, it becomes bet, the house, or a berth for a ship. People bet the house in a play on words between languages. Berths have wide openings. Houses do not. Alphabet and sailing. The philologist Cyrus Gordon theorized that Hebrew-speaking people developed written languages on ships. Greek myths say Cadmus brought writing to man. Cadmus will appear again in the videos on Milcah, mother of Rebekah. Thank you for watching. The next video covers Abram's journey from Haran to the land of Canaan. It will identify the biblical cities of Hai or Ai and Bethel as cities in southern France. Permission to copy and translate. The author permits any human being to copy and rebroadcast this video in whole or in part. The author permits any human being to translate this video into any language.